Today on the channel, we try to figure out what the heck is behind the three most dangerous letters in the English alphabet, that being RKO, with the latest WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition, Randy Orton.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a heavy hitter who's on his way to WrestleMania as I'm filming this in Randy Orton. But for all your Randy Orton Ultimate needs, you know you got to go to Ringside Collectibles. Use code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get the deal out there. And Randy Orton all over SmackDown right now, and even a little bit of Raw along the way. Hot feud, blood feud with one Cody Rhodes. Pat McAfee's now involved, business picking up or maybe going down a notch. Depends who you ask, I guess. I would kind of prefer no Pat McAfee, but to each their own, as they say. I do think Arn Anderson should have been the person they had invited into this. He's got ties to Cody's family and Cody. He's obviously got ties to Randy Orton. I think that would have made some sense, but once again, to each their own. Let's just see where it goes, I guess is what we're going to have to do. We know where this review is going to go. We're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do some comparisons along the way. So without further ado, let's see what old Randy's doing in the Ultimate line once again. Another Ultimate Randy Orton. And Randy, not the most toyetic guy, as we know, but we get a couple extra shirts and pants and stuff. Try to dress it up as much as you can. You know what they say about putting lipstick on a pig, Todd McFarlane? I wouldn't go that far with Randy Orton. But looking good in the package, big window box, got multiple heads, some extra hands, got some clothes, ready to go, ready to dress your own Randy Orton is what we're ready to do. Randy Orton on the front, Ultimate Edition as usual. Randy Orton on the back, get the tail of the tape, got the blurb, you got the glamour shot of the man, glamour shot of the figure. What's it say about Randy Orton? Height 6'5" from St. Louis, Missouri. Will someone send me an Emo's Pizza? Somebody get me an Emo's Pizza. Finisher, that dreaded RKO. Career highlights, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion. Will he be champion at WrestleMania? My gut kind of feels like he will be, but I don't know. Usually they send the fans home happy at WrestleMania. I think only one time, wasn't it Triple H won when he was a bad guy? It's always the good guy that wins. I don't know. The Viper was left without an opponent for WrestleMania 41 after Kevin Owens went down with a neck injury, but he was determined to have a match. He came to the ring for an open challenge against anyone who wanted to face the three most dangerous letters in the English language, RKO, and say his name and he will appear, as we know. RKO from out of nowhere. There it is. I wasn't expecting that, but playing all the hits. Yikes. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison. Of course we got twist ties. Can't spell Mattel without twist ties. We know how that works. There's one. And there's two. Get these feet freed here. And I like this version of Randy Orton. See you later. Goodbye. Randy Orton, never my least favorite, never my favorite. Kind of somewhere in the middle. Respect the game on Randy, of course. But he stepped it up a notch here in the quest for his 15th world title. And I would like to see him have at least one more run with the title under this kind of persona. But the Pat McAfee thing doesn't really excite me. But it's early. It just happened last night as I'm filming this. So we'll see where that ends up going here in the near future. Yikes. Twist ties all over the place. See you later. Goodbye. All right. But we'll see what happens with old Randy Orton, I guess. Time will tell, as they say. But diving into this figure here, let's start with the extra hands. Two gripping hands out of the package. You got the mystical, maniacal hands for Randy. Hallmark of Randy's figures. You got to have these. Got the black taped up hands. Then you got two fists of fury ready to throw down with the punches and bunches. We know how that goes. We do got some pants here. I guess some, I don't know, sweatpants, joggers, whatever you want to call them, all in black. These are great. If you don't want to use them on Randy Orton, you could probably find use for somewhere, a custom, something along the way. You can make use of these. Just plain black, no Randy logos or anything on them, just plain black. But we do get the hoodie here. Looking good. RKO in the front, Velcro in the front. You do got the hood on the top. It does say RKO on the back, so obviously you got to use this for Randy Orton. You know, this is one of those ones where you don't want to use this for Randy Orton on this one. You want him just in his wrestling gear. Maybe you find a main event Randy Orton that we've had recently, and you can make that main event more ultimate or elite with dressing up the figure if you needed to. Choose your own adventure. But it looks good in the soft goods department, and you need stuff like this to make him a little bit more extra value for the ultimate editions, as we know. But diving into Randy Orton and his heads, let's dive into his heads. How about? A little bit small for the body, I will say. Very strange proportions on this Randy Orton. We're going to dive into it a little bit, but let's do it the heads first. You got kind of a mean look to Randy here. A little small in the head department. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Stoic face on Randy. Second head here. We got kind of the laughing head on Randy. And it looks like Randy, but boy, it looks a little off. You got a little tongue, little teeth, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Almost looks like former UFC fighter Mark Kerr, or Mark the Hammer Coleman, too. I guess you can kind of lump those guys together in the looks. Kind of like those old wrestlers that have been just pounded on in the UFCs for so many years. Just kind of their face just has that face to them. Kurt Angle kind of has that face now after all of his years of wrestling and stuff. Randy's got that a little bit there. And he got a little bit of a smirk there, like he just got to buy one, get one at Emo's Pizza. That's kind of face you get from that. Shout out to Emo's. Anybody else a fan of Emo's Pizza? I don't live in St. Louis, but I'm close enough to be dangerous. I go there for meetings. Emo's would be great like twice a year. I don't think I could eat it as my go-to pizza, but twice a year, a fabulous pizza. Give me your Emo thoughts. Second or third head here for Randy. Once again, I don't know, a little side-eye kinda. I don't know what they're going for with this head. I'm not over the moon with any of these heads for Randy, in all honesty. I'm leaning towards keeping the head out of the package, but all these heads just seem a hair small. Maybe that's just me. Your mileage may vary, but there you go. That's Randy's head. Now, getting into Randy himself, you got the tattooed arms, of course, always tattooed up and down on the arms. You got the wrist tape there into the hand tape, 2 gripping hands, as we mentioned. We do got the trunks here. You got the Randy kind of logos. I guess his early tattoo logos, whatever you want to call it, in the yellow and red and gray attack. It does say Orton on the back, so he doesn't get mixed up in the back in the locker room, unless his dad's visiting. And it's like, oh, these Bobs or these Randys? We're not sure. They're Barry O's? Could be. Who knows? But looking good in black. Black knee pads, black boots. Like the Stone Cold Goldberg effect. Not a lot going on here, but the tattoos do bring it a little extra, as we know. But speaking of tattoos, a little unfortunate here. That tattoo is supposed to be down there on more of the abs than up here. I think they got the wrong placement out of the Mattel factory. So that's a little bit weird. It just looks like almost like a black dirty mark on him there. He does got weird body proportions. We see this from the Ultimates a lot. We do got these big arms that kind of go out. It's just very unnatural in the arms and the chest area. Maybe that's just me. Once again, your mileage may vary how you feel about it, but it does feel a little unnatural. To me, I'm going to have to display him in this as it hides some of that weirdness to me. That's just my thoughts on that. I don't know. It just looks strange. Got the nice abs on here. He's cut up. He's ready for Mania season. Only chicken breast for him and white rice going forward, I think. We'll see. Arms are removable. Head is removable as well. Arms all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. Very tight in the waist. Drop down hips if you need them. Some people like them, some people don't. Big old Randy Orton splits along the way. Leg goes up, a high kick if need be. Thigh cut looking good. Double jointed pinless knees playing the hits. Boot cut, ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. Toe articulation for Todd on the couch. Playing some hits there for old Randy Orton. Looking pretty darn good in the ultimate form, and pretty darn good. It's okay, in all honesty. I'm not a big fan of the shoulders on this one and kind of the skinny taper up into the neck, the skinny neck, the small head. The proportions just feel a little bit off on this guy here, but I do think putting all the regalia on him, I think will cover up a lot of that. So you do got another ultimate Randy Orton. Oh, and does he want to fit on a ringside stand? That's the $1 million question here. There we go. Use code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Get your stands, get your figure over there at ringside. He does fit on the ringside stand. But speaking of his mystery opponent, say his name and he will appear. It is Joe Hendry, and we got him from ringside. He is a ringside exclusive available right now. Go get your Joe Hendry figure so you can reenact that if you want to. Choose your own adventure. And then we do got some Randy Ultimates over the last couple of years. All of them representing different points in his career, I guess. And I think this one is my favorite of the Ultimates we've received so far. I like the looks of that one. It's from his time with Matt Riddle. Never forget that tag team. One of the greatest tag teams of all time that everybody forgets about. Or something along those lines. But there it is. That is a Randy Orton Ultimate Edition. What's your thoughts on this one? You didn't need another Randy Ultimate. You're all in on Randy. I think this is coming out at a good time with the WrestleMania season going on, that maybe is helping get some extra sales with him being in a main program against Cody. Have to think that's going to help sales on this one a little bit. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if this is a pickup or a pass for you. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. And don't forget Patreon YouTube channel memberships for early access to videos like these and everything else we do between both YouTube channels and the podcast. And best of all, you do support the channel. So for Randy Orton, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?